Happy Groundhog's Day, and welcome to the weekly update with the mayor and Kyle Johansson. Kyle, speaking of Groundhog's Day, I know here in Athens the groundhog didn't see his shadow, but let us know. I know we've got some crazy, incredible weather coming at us. Kyle, walk us through what we can expect over the next 7 days, and in particular, the next 3 days.
So we got a winter storm warning from 1 a.m. tomorrow morning till 7 a.m. Friday. Heavy mixed precipitation expected. Total sun accumulations of 1 to 3 inches. Ice accumulations half an inch to 3/4 of an inch is likely. Ware, Perry, Morgan, Athens, and Benton counties. Impacts, power outages, and tree damage are likely due to ice. Travel could be nearly impossible. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning or evening commute. Affected areas, Perry, Morgan, Athens, and Benton counties. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. Additional information can be found at https://www.weather.gov/ROX, as well as your Facebook page and Twitter pages. So today, look for cloudy skies and periods of rain expected, high of 44. Tonight, periods of rain, low of 39, chance of rain 100%. Tomorrow, look for rainy conditions, high of 42. Then the ice storm comes in tomorrow evening at 4 o'clock, so everybody stay off the roads because there could be a travel advisory for all vehicles from 4 p.m. tomorrow till 8 p.m. Friday evening. So please stay off the roads. And then Friday, before morning snow showers, high of 27, low of 5. Saturday, partly cloudy, high of 29, low of 7. Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 42, low of 17. Monday, partly cloudy, high of 15, high of 40, low of 13. Tuesday, partly cloudy, high of 37, low of 18. And next Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of 46, and low of 25. And COVID cases in Ohio today, there have been roughly 8,600 new COVID cases, which is a big increase of dropping of COVID cases in the last 2 weeks, which we have seen over 50,000 since Memorial Day weekend, and we're significantly coming down. So it's our active case in our county. We are over 3,400 COVID cases active like 2 weeks ago, but today we're about 2,000 active cases of COVID. So like less than 1,400 in the last 7 days. That's the good news. And also, Pfizer has authorizations to Pfizer vaccine for 6 months to 4-year-olds, and that could be as soon as spring break begins. We got Flex, but I got a big shout out to my favorite buddy Rufus. Gave me this trading card 9 days ago, because our 5-year anniversary is this Friday, 2 days away. And tomorrow's game has been moved to 2 p.m. instead of 7 because of the ice storm that's expected, so that way the Eastern Michigan team can drive safely back home to this ice storm we're supposed to be getting. And that's the good news, because if it's a 2 o'clock game, that'll be during the day, then like at nighttime. So that's the air problem. Black ice is going to occur more at night because you can't see it. It's at nighttime. And we got wrestling next Saturday, 7 p.m. and basketball. Women's is home tonight at 7. And we got women's on Valentine's Day, men's basketball next Tuesday, women's basketball next Wednesday, the 16th. Wrestling on the 19th. Then we got the spring OU football game on the 16th of April, 1 p.m.
Very good. And then we have the Olympics coming up. The Winter Olympics are
Friday,
starting Friday. How appropriate, since it's going to be blistering cold here in Athens anyway, with the crazy weather, as Kyle just mentioned. Be careful. Please be careful over the next 3 days. It's going to be pretty treacherous here in the city of Athens, Athens County, and beyond, across the state, really. So be really careful. Kyle, as usual, I have to share. I woke up this morning, and on my Facebook feed, there was a really nice birthday message from Kyle and his buddy Rufus, wishing me a wonderful birthday, and I got a great card from you, Kyle, so thank you so much.
You're
that
welcome.
means a lot to me. Between you and the hugs and kisses that I got from my wife and 2 daughters, you guys, what a great start to my day. I've got something I'm going to kind of do things a little bit different today. Usually I save the proclamations, if we have any, for the end of the weekly update, but I'm going to shift gears because I have a special guest with us today. Some of you may recognize Ryan Goodman. Ryan has recently become a frequent attendee with Athens City Council meetings and has some wonderful questions and comments for council, and is also working with me on some different projects. But I have a proclamation that Ryan has asked me to put together, recognizing one of our wonderful service centers here in the city of Athens. So let's get to it. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas the Center for Student Legal Services has provided Ohio University students with affordable legal services since February 14th of 1997. And whereas the Center for Student Legal Services provides Ohio University students with representation in criminal and civil cases, including landlord-tenant disputes. And whereas the services offered by the Center for Student Legal Services make Ohio University one of the few universities in the United States that offers student access to affordable legal services. And whereas students not requiring representation in court are entitled to notary services as well as general legal advice on a number of topics. And whereas the Center for Student Legal Services is governed by the board of directors composed of students and operated in the best interest of the students. And whereas the Center for Student Legal Services has provided Ohio University students with quality legal services for over 25 years. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the mayor of the city of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim February 14th, which happens to be Valentine's Day, how appropriate is that, 2022, as the Center for Student Legal Services 25th anniversary. Ryan, I'm going to give this to you, and I'm glad you brought this to my attention. This is a big deal, and I should say, this is worth mentioning, right? And that is that one of our former city council members, former council member Patrick Mcgee, who recently retired, is he working in any capacity with the student services?
No, I think he's enjoying his time off.
Yeah, as he should. Enjoying his time off. Patrick Mcgee has been a cornerstone of legal services for the students of Ohio University. So a much deserved retirement for Patrick. And Ryan, thank you for bringing this to my attention. It's an honor to recognize the 25 years of services that they have provided to the students at Ohio University.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I do have another proclamation that I would like to read through, and this one is recognition of National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Again, proclamation. Whereas the Women's Sports Foundation unites champion athletes, advocates, and key stakeholders to celebrate National Girls and Women in Sports Day in Washington, D.C. and communities across the nation. And whereas the day exists to acknowledge the past and recognize current sports achievements, the positive influence of sports participation, and the continuing struggle for equity and access for women in sports. And whereas National Girls and Women in Sports Day began in 1987 as a day to recognize women's sports and remember Olympic volleyball player Flo Hyman for her athletic achievements and her commitment to ensure equity in women's sports. And whereas girls and women athletes at all levels is one of the most effective venues available through which girls and women in the United States may develop confidence, leadership skills, and self-discipline regardless of backgrounds. And whereas the bonds built between girls and women through athletics help to break down the social barriers and increase inclusion, and the communications and cooperation skills learned play a key role in athletes' contributions at home, at work, and to society. And whereas the need to increase opportunities exists for girls to participate in and pursue physical activity at the community and scholastic levels to increase their health and well-being on a daily basis so that they are able to develop lifelong fitness habits at an early age. Therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the mayor of the city of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim today, February 2nd of 2022, as National Girls and Women in Sports Day in the city of Athens, and call upon the citizens of the city to recognize the important role athletics plays in the development of young women throughout our country. It's really interesting. I was watching TV last night, and there was an amazing kind of commercial that was reflective of girls and women in sports. And so I think it's how fitting it is to see that last night and to recognize, the announcement and getting this in the fore of everyone's minds, the importance of athletics and in particular the equity of women in sports. It was a commercial that had women and young girls who wanted to play football or wanted to play in other sports where traditionally they were not able to play, and were continually trying to break down those barriers to where it's inclusive for all individuals to play all sports and to play together. So again, recognizing girls and women in athletics day to day. There's a couple interesting things that I'd like to put out. Most notably, there is now a racial equity fund here in the city of Athens, and this is through the Athens County Foundation. They are looking for advisory board members. There's an application form out there, and I would encourage you, Scott, I don't know if we're putting that on the city's website. We've got it on the website. Fantastic. So there is a racial equity fund application out there. Go to that link down if you're interested in being a part of this group. Apply. Encouraging people to apply to this. So check it out. It's really pretty cool. I've been involved in the early formation process of the Racial Equity Fund, and it is now out there, and they are, like I said, looking for board members to serve on that particular board. The city's also, we're seeking input, totally seeking input on the new fire station. The City of Athens Fire Department and McCall Sharp Architecture are interested in how building a new fire station off of Stimson Avenue roundabout can not only improve the firefighters' health and wellness, but also be a benefit to the community members and the environment. With that in mind, they're seeking feedback from people. So this is also on the city website. So please go to www.ci.athens.oh.us and check out that particular survey. Again, seeking input on all things fire station, new fire station related. Another survey that's out there has to do with the Arts, Parks, and Recreation dog park users. So we're asking people to weigh in on the dog park in the city. The City of Athens, as you're aware, manages 2 off-leash dog parks. One of them is at West State Street Park, and the other one is on the community center campus. So we would like to hear your input on things related to the dog park with some proposed changes to the existing dog park area. That too can be found at www.ci.athens.oh.us. So please, fire station headquarters and the dog parks, fill out the surveys. There's a new program that is out there through Arts, Parks, and Recreation. This is the Saturday Open Play at the community center. This is a drop-off style program for kids between the ages of 2 and 7, and will take place at the community center. Games, toys, and more will be set up for children, and encourage them to partake in that in a self-guided play. So This is pretty cool. A great opportunity for children to work on their social and physical development, as well as a great way for the kiddos to get outside. Hopefully not this weekend, but get outside all the same. This is good, especially when it's too cold to go outside. So this is a pretty awesome thing. This is going to be Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., starting February 5th through March 26th. It's $5 per child per visit. So check that out if you are interested and have kids between the ages of 2 and 7. The Athens City Sustainability Commission is going to be meeting today, this evening, I should say, at 6 p.m., 6 to 7 p.m. here in council chambers. Athens City Council, obviously we didn't have council meeting on Monday night of this week because it was the 5th Monday, but they will be meeting on February 7th at 7 p.m. here in council chambers. And finally, in terms of boards and commissions or council, the Athens City Board of Zoning Appeals is going to be meeting Tuesday at 7 p.m. Again, that is here in council chambers. As usual, all boards and commission meetings are open to the public, and we encourage public involvement with any of the topics that come up through our sundry of different boards and commissions. Kyle, thank you for the wonderful birthday card and the birthday wishes this morning. One last time, everybody, please be careful. Kyle, thanks for pointing that out to everybody. Stay off the roads tomorrow. It's just going to be
After 6 o'clock.
wickedly treacherous. After 6 o'clock?
Yes.
There you have it. And thank you all for tuning in again this week for the weekly update with the mayor and weather person Kyle Johansson. Thank you, Kyle. Take care.